Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Blingo back here with another video. Hope y'all all been living y'all truth. Now listen. Man, the battle continues with DDG and Halle Bailey. I think it's Halle Bailey. So today, DDG files for emergency motion and puts Haley's text messages on blast. And honestly, it's starting to look like they was both crazy about each other. I mean, they both young. This is what happens when you're in a relationship when you're young. There's chances that you're going to go through some crazy junk or say crazy stuff to each other. I think it's kind of wild that he put the text messages on blast like that, but she put the other stuff on blast, so they just going to go blast for blast. So shout out to my favorite YouTuber, my favorite media person, journalist, Lovely T. She breaks it down. We're about to watch it right now, guys. Y'all don't really want to miss this because I'm shocked.
Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey T Sipper, so all right, we have some breaking news. This just came out about an hour ago. DDG is basically filing his own orders. He's filing an emergency motion against Halle Bailey. So I'm going to go ahead and break this down for y'all. So this is what they're saying.
Dang, so I guess it was Halle. It's not Haley, it's Halle. I thought I had it right.
DDG has filed an emergency motion from stopping Halle Bailey from taking their infant son out of the country, claiming she poses an imminent emotional and psychological risk to the child. The rapper filed the docs on Wednesday morning asking for an emergency hearing because he says Halle has made plans to fly with their son Halo to Italy on Saturday. DDG says the courts shouldn't allow this because Halle isn't mentally healthy enough to care for herself and their child, and he worries what she might do if she leaves the court's jurisdiction.
Now, that's a good fight right there. If he got stuff to back it up, then he might win. But let's see.
DDG provides examples of alleged conduct he thinks is troubling, claiming Halle once took his gun and left the house without telling him where she was going. DDG alleges that he ultimately found her outside just holding the weapon.
Nah. Freak, no. No, she didn't. Halle, please don't tell me you running out with them things.
He says she was pregnant when the incident went down. He alleges that Halle once tried to have an abortion behind his back, but says she ultimately changed her mind and decided not to go through with it. On another occasion, 2 months after Halo was born, DDG claims that Halle sent a series of alarming text messages threatening to kill herself and suggesting that their infant son Halo might also be harmed. As you know, Bailey has accused DDG of abusive behavior in the past, including once when she alleged he slammed her face into a steering wheel and chipped her tooth. DDG tells a different version of events, claiming that he came to pick up Halo for his custodial time with his son, but Halle jumped into the backseat when he demanded they come up with a formal co-parenting schedule. DDG alleges that she became increasingly agitated, started jumping from the backseat to hit him, and her momentum carried forward. She smacked his head on the steering wheel.
Wait, so he wanted to... I don't know if I believe that part. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I believe the part that he wanted to have a schedule. I don't know if I believe it. I think she wanted to have a schedule. He didn't. I just don't believe that he did. Let's see.
He also posted an alleged injury right here.
Okay.
In fact, DDG says he was...
That's... Dang, so she cut his finger? Dang, they was...
actually on the receiving end of the abuse by Halle, including photos of a large cut on his hand in the document, which he says Bailey caused. DDG is asking the judge to block Halle from taking Halo to Italy. He also wants sole legal and physical custody of their son. Or if he's not granted sole custody, he then wants all custodial exchanges facilitated by a third party. On Twitter, DDG's camp is also posting text messages between him and Halle. So they're saying this, Halle, this is proof. And these are from March.
Let's look at the messages she sent. And that, and they from 2024. That's last year though. But still, I thought it was old. When I first saw some of them, I thought it was old. But let's read. Let's let her read it.
21st, 2024. She says, "You leave me hanging as a mother. You don't step up when I need you to." She's also misspelling a lot of stuff. You can tell she's kind of frantic. She says, "I'm begging you. I just found out or you slept with Lala in Mexico.
Who the freak is Lala? Who the freak is Lala?
I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him. Let her be his mom."
That's crazy. He said, "I can't believe you acting like this." That's crazy. That is kind of crazy. But honestly, it seemed like they both was a little crazy. But they young. They young in the relationship. She just had a baby. She probably going through that postpartum stuff. And probably like some crazy stuff going on. I don't know.
Wow.
That's
Then he
crazy,
says,
though.
"I can't believe you're acting like this." And she says, "Please take HALLE." It's really weird that she's misspelling so much. That's how you know she's frantic and going through it. He says, "I'm genuinely scared of you, man. I feel like you're going to kill me in my sleep one day. I'm not allowing you in my house around guns. Please just go home. I'll pick HALLE up from there." She says, me and HALLE are in the cold, and you won't let us in your house. Are you serious?"
That's messed up. That's messed up. Let her in the house, take the baby, or go outside and grab the baby. But she probably is. If he goes outside, she might act a little crazy. She might, if she's saying that type of stuff. But I think he should. Remember, she said they like hours away, but maybe it was at the time they was living closer. But he should go get that baby and then let her go home.
So there's definitely some stuff going on. Could he be a narcissist, gaslighting and doing all types of disgusting things behind the scenes? Possibly. Could she just be batshit crazy? Possibly. But they're both bringing out receipts. This whole situation is just sad. People are dragging her currently on Twitter.
Dang.
Okay, so I'm going to read some
It's getting freaking messy though. Look at all the messages he put out.
more that's popped up. This is really disturbing. So there's a lot of text messages. So then after she blasts him about sleeping with Lala, she goes on to say, "You put your penis inside of her in Mexico. Answer the fucking phone. Answer the fucking phone. I'm going to try one more time. And if you don't answer, it'll be over forever. I'm not playing, Daryl. That's it." Then he says,
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy.
"want to be alone, please." She says, "I'm calling for help. I have a knife." Then she says, "I'm calling for help, but you don't care. Okay?" Then he says, "I have a knife for what?" And this is going on in 2022. And then he says,
So that means she was doing that. See, that's what I thought I saw. I saw 2022. That means she was saying stuff like this since for like 2 years now. So this is probably before the baby, I think. She probably was pregnant at this time.
that we do what I want to do today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello. Then he says, "If you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my gun." Then he says, "The gun has no safety. Put it down. That's nothing to play with." She then in return says this: "You have ruined me and all my happiness. You hung up on me when I'm begging for help. You're the only one I used to have, and you're so focused on being famous and having money when you don't even see what's in front of you. How could you? How could you go to Mexico and be with somebody else? How could you openly talk shit about me to all your family and all the women you want to sleep with? You want to ruin me, and you succeeded." So she's having a spiral moment.
Yeah, she's spiraling bad. She's spiraling bad right there. Yo, DDG, if you was cheating on her, bro, you messed up for that. If you was cheating, you messed up for that. I'm going to tell you right now.
She's having a full mental breakdown. She can't even spell properly. She's so upset. Let me show y'all some more messages.
Dang.
Then he goes on to say, this is from 2022, so this has been going on for a while. He says, the trust issues are becoming overwhelming. Maybe it's for the best that I put in too much time and effort into making you happy and to have to deal with this bullshit every other day. In your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating and I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful like Jay-Z, like you said. Then maybe you'll take my vision of becoming a big label owner serious instead of shitting on my dreams every second you get.
All right, if she said you need to be more rich like Jay-Z, then she messed up for that. You comparing your man, your baby father, to other men. That's something that you never do. Don't ever do that. Don't ever compare your significant other to another person. Don't do that. I think you will regret that if you do that, especially if it's somebody who's chasing like a dream or something, and then you know they chasing a dream, and then you try to compare them to somebody else that chased their dream and like is successful already. That's wrong. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, okay? Guys, lesson. That's a lesson from your Uncle Bling.
She says, you don't want to be with me? That's okay. I will never beg anyone. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who is going to demean me. You like that I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. Keep your phone on airplane mode. But when I die, don't say shit. Don't come to my funeral or anything. Fuck you. Be happy that these are the last texts you'll get from me. Now, you notice when she was typing in 2022, everything is spelled more, and she's talking more coherently, and everything is spelled properly. So this was the beginning when they were dating and everything was supposed to be, really happy on social media. And they're going back and forth in 2022. Then you see how she's spiraling after years of, whatever is going on with them, be it narcissistic abuse or just whatever it is. Those 2024 messages, she literally sounds like she's about to jump off of a cliff.
Yeah, she sounded mad. She sounded like she was about to go crazy that day. Like, I don't know what's going on. I hope she was. I mean, I just don't get why she kept saying she gonna be successful. You are successful. You're mad successful. You're like mad successful. You maybe that's before Little Mermaid and stuff. I don't know, but she's very successful. So I don't know.
So let's keep going. We're still in 2022. Dang, she says, be happy that these are the last texts you'll get from me. Then it says, crazy how the one person I thought I could trust and be there for me constantly proves me wrong. You are wrong. You know that emotionally I struggle and I have a hard time. Yet when I'm obviously going through something, you ignore me until I go crazy. You throw it in my face, my insecurities, and laugh about it. You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. But when something bad happens, don't say anything, because this is my attempt. I'm begging you to listen to me, to just answer your phone, to just hear me, to try and understand where I'm coming from, but you don't. And you'll regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to the bitches that you're used to. Go back to fucking thoughts.
Dang, she was going off. She was spiraling, but she was kind of having like a wake up moment. But look, let me say something, all right? When somebody is spiraling like that and they like mad like that, I don't think you should ignore them. That's just me. I don't think you should ignore them. I think you should hear them out, because they're just asking for conversation for the most part. They just want to hear you. I don't think you should ignore people if they're going crazy like this. I think that's just wrong. And you never know. What if she actually did do what she said she was going to do? And all you had to do was just listen to her, make her calm down a little bit, talk to her a little bit. What if that was the only thing you needed to do? You gonna regret that later. That's why I'm not really with the ignoring junk. Even though I will say he did tell her at one point, like, I just want to be alone right now. But if they was really outside, he should have went to get the baby and then told her to go home and then said, I want to be alone right now. He should have. He should have done that and then talked later. Because it's scary. It's like a scary thing to me when people start saying that. And I don't think it's right to just ignore people when they like that. I think you should hear them out. Let them vent to you. You're supposed to be their significant other. Be there for them, even if they mad at you or whatever,
Damn, she's going through it. This is sad. You'll regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to the bitches you're used to. Go back to fucking thoughts. That's what you want. You've never wanted anyone like me. You and your family hate me. Just admit it. But that's okay. Everyone does. But Poseidon, I will go and fly and be just fine.
What about Chloe? Chloe love you, girl. Chloe love you, girl. You know that.
In heaven, without any of this, without any of you rude ass people making me feel bad about myself. And you can show these texts to whoever you want and laugh about it. Then she says, goodbye. He says, I was in the shower. If you want to talk, you can talk to me in person. Instead of eating food without me, I've never eaten without making sure you eat first. Okay, I'm leaving. The doors are locked. You can come get Poseidon and your laptop and your stuff tomorrow. I don't know. I'm thinking Poseidon is a dog. Okay. Then she says,
he did say he did. All right, I give it to them. I give him that. He did say we could talk in person. I do like that. See? That's good. Even though I don't know if talking in person is the right thing to do when somebody is that mad, because they might start swinging on you and stuff if it get too heated. But I do think that maybe they should talk on the phone or talk. But at least he seemed like he's got a level head right now, which is good. Somebody has to.
I'm going to go home. I just want to resolve this so I can get some sleep, please. You don't ever have to talk to me again, but I can't breathe right now. This is in 2023. I'm just so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid. I just want to die. I never want to be here again. I hate all this. I hate this life. Then he says, please.
He should have been like, girl, I love you, girl. I love you, girl. And we don't even got to do all this. We don't even got to fight like this. You want to freaking, you want to talk? Come on, come talk. You know what? Before we talk, let's take a shower together. Get right. Calm our nerves. Let's sip a little bit of wine and let's talk about our problems, all right? Let's talk about everything. Let's work it out. We got to do it for Halo. That's what we need to do. All right? That's it. Now, I don't want you acting up and doing all that, all right? I'm here for you and you here for me. That's what he should have said. But he ain't say that. It's hard to think like that in a moment like that. But that's what you should do. You should try to do something like that first. If it don't work, then I don't know. But most of the time when people love you like that, and y'all love each other like that, and y'all start acting crazy over each other, it's going to work. Trust me, guys.
Please stop taking it to this extreme. She says, I'm tired of begging my only friend to help me. He says, I'm still communicating with you. She says, I just thought we'd do what we wanted to do since today is Mother's Day. So this now we move to 2024. So I've read all of these. But you just see how she really starts spiraling. Mm-hmm. So by 2024, she can barely even spell as she's texting. And she's literally threatening to, off herself. This is just sad and extremely disturbing. She definitely sounds like she's under narcissistic attack. And the way he's replying back, super calm, is giving me the creeps. He's not asking about her well-being. Mm-hmm. It's just...
That's when it gets bad. That's why, I had a friend like that. I had a friend like that who was dealing with his girlfriend, and she was just going crazy and stuff. She was doing some crazy stuff. And I remember telling him, yo, you should talk to her. You should talk to her. It seemed like she really trying to hurt herself and all that. And he was like, she'll be all right. And I just thought that was kind of crazy. That's messed up because I feel like when people are doing stuff like that, they crying for attention. They're crying for attention. I think you should, there's no reason why you shouldn't hear them out or talk to them,
He definitely poked the bear. It seems like he poked the bear until she finally snapped. She's finally waking up to all the lies and she's going off. She's better off just leaving quietly and leaving him alone. This is sad. This is sad. So tea sippers, it's a lot to unpack here, but let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation.
So you guys seen it. DDG and HALLE Bailey still going at it. Still going at it. It's getting messier and messier. It's sad to see, two young people doing that, but I know everybody got to go through their trials and tribulations in a relationship, especially when they're young, and then they're young and they got kids and they rich. So it's crazy, and famous. It's crazy, bro. But I hope they I don't know if they're gonna be able to make it out of this, but that would be nice to see. Haley and DDG made up and whatever, and like, you know, I don't know. Like, they got back together. They're no longer in court. They're working it out. That'd be so good to see. Like Nelly and Ashanti, even though Nelly and Ashanti never got this messy, but I don't know, guys. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram at BlingoForVero. Shop VeroVeroClothing.net. And see you later to the next video. Peace.